in this first heat. Montclair Kimberly Academy out of lane 4 is the top seed. The Pennington School is in lane number 5 as the 2. And Wardlaw Hartridge relay team, not far behind Pennington in the seedings, is in lane number 3. Wardlaw Hartridge, and they are the early leaders into the 3rd swimmer into the pool. And Wardlaw Hartridge with a healthy length lead or so. Wardlaw Hartridge, and for the final 50, and their anchor is into the pool. Well, 135 plus in, Wardlaw Hartridge here with the lead, and all the way over in lane number 7, the Academy of St. Elizabeth looks to be also in great shape right now in 2nd place. And Wardlaw Hartridge's lead has been chopped down here in heat number 1 of 2. Wardlaw Hartridge to the touchline, and Wardlaw Hartridge in lane 3 is victorious. Lane 4, Montclair Kimberly. And finishing, check that on the touch, lane 3, Wardlaw Hartridge finishing 2nd. Academy of St. Elizabeth finishing in 1st narrowly. Very tight finishes throughout. Lane number 2 was the Hun School, finishing in 4th. Point totals go as follows in the top heats: 48 points, 42 points, and 40 in the relays. Now we go to heat 2 of 2. And the Pingree School will be in lane 4. They're ranked number 9 in the state by NJ.com. As we look at the relay records, the state meet of champions cutoff time to qualify for the meet of champions is 1:53.48. So in first place, 2 minutes and 47 seconds in this first heat. Pingree School is already well qualified with a 1:46.74. Newark Academy is seated 2nd here by 2 seconds, and the Kent School, Kent Place, is seated 3rd in the event. Pingree, the defending champions last year, over rival Mount St. Mary Academy of Watchung, New Jersey, and they have developed a very healthy rivalry. And a year ago, Kent Place finished in 3rd out of the A schools, while the Newark Academy defeated the Pennington School last year. So we start in the backstroke in heat number 2 of 2 in the 200 medley relay. And up out of the water, still fairly even, as Pingree might have a little bit of edge. And upon the first touch, and the Pingree leadoff is getting a great challenge here out of lane 2, the Lawrenceville School. Remember, this is their home pool, and the Lawrenceville School gets a terrific start, and they are first in the water on the 2nd exchange in the relay. Meanwhile, in lane number 4, Pingree now to the breaststroke on the touch, and Pingree has made up and more of that deficit. It's now Pingree in 1st, and out of lane 5, the Newark Academy has nudged into 2nd, with Lawrenceville School still in 3rd, and the 3rd swimmer is into the water for Pingree. And Pingree now increasing their narrow advantage. Lane 5 to their left, the Newark Academy about a body's length behind, while Lawrenceville in lane 2 has fallen off clearly in 3rd. So right now it's 1st and 2nd. Final swimmer into the pool for the Pingree School. And the same for Newark Academy. It's still a full body length advantage for the Pingree School, trying to get off to a great start today. Pingree on the changeover. And strong strokes are going to create the final separation. And Pingree touches in. They capture the 200 medley relay. In lane 5, Newark Academy is in second. And out of lane 2, it is Lawrenceville School finishing third. In terms of qualifiers, based on our unofficial timing, Pingree and Newark Academy having meet of champions qualifying times, while Lawrenceville at 1:55:33, still about 2 seconds shy of that number. But to give you in perspective, Pingree's final time was 1:48:59, so that's 5 seconds better than the meet of champions time. And the loaded Pingree relay looking sharp with Daniela Carnow finished it off as the anchor. So we turn our attention to our second event, the girls 200 freestyle. We'll have 4 heats. And the time to qualify for the meet of champions is 1:58:12. Eight laps of swimming. Ralph Bignorchik on hand, so happy to have you with us today. For all the schools that are represented here, a total of 17 schools in these New Jersey Prep Champions. All the team scores will eventually get separated and take a fork in the road between the A division and the B division. The A division, larger enrollment schools: Pingree, Mount St. Mary, Kent Place, Lawrenceville, Blair, Mount St. Dominic's, Hun School, and Oak Knoll. And in B, Newark Academy, last year's defending champion with Pennington, Montclair, Kimberly, Rutgers Prep, Academy of St. Elizabeth, Wardrow Hartledge, Morristown Baird, Princeton Day, and Villa Walsh. Or I should say just 8 schools, because Villa Walsh has merged with Morristown Baird this year, so 8 and 8, A and B. So over at the podium, and as now the teams will get their awards here in first, second, and third. First heat of 4 in the girls 200 freestyle will only have 3 swimmers. With seed times just over 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So I can name everybody: with Ciara Kilcoyne will be in lane 3 of Pingree, Chandler Wildrick of Blair will be in the middle, and Emma Marston of Lawrenceville School will be in lane number 5. And then we'll have a full stack in the remaining 3 heats. All 8 lanes will be filled in this 25-yard pool at the fantastic Joe Tsai swimming pool on the campus of the Lawrenceville School in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. And there you see our times. Qualifying time in the girls New Jersey Tournament Meet of Champions 200 freestyle is 1:58:12. And the pool record holder, Hannah Wilson of Blair Academy, she will be swimming in this event in our 4th and final heat. Her pool record was set last year at this event, 1:52:65. Coaches have said this is a very fast pool. The newer pools all have that, but it's also very wide lanes relative to most high school pools. And even the ropes are considered a little wider, so that is said to contribute to speed and be a great environment for these swimmers to set record times and personal best times. Out of lane 5, it's Emma Marston in her 200-yard freestyle. Should be on her 4th lap. Blair Academy coach Annie Gardner. And a very sizable lead for Emma Marston out of lane number 5. We had a little bit of an earlier scare about an hour ago here at the Lawrenceville school where the fire alarm went off, only briefly. It was thought that perhaps warm-ups might be stopped or delayed, but it was not. It was very short-lived. That could have created a whole nother wrench into everything, including our broadcast, as Marston has touched up 2:14.31 for Emma Marston, so she bests her best time today here in her home pool. Emma Marston on the touch, and in lane 3, Ciara Kilcoyne at 2:25.82. Her best time had been 2:16.99, and then the final touch from Chandler Waldrick from Blair. So Emma Marston here of Lawrenceville, head coach Stephanie Harrison. And our first heat is finished. And to correct myself, we'll have 6 swimmers here in our second heat. And then heats 3 and 4 in the 200 freestyle. Those will be full decks, 8 and 8. Caitlin Tagliaretti of Mount St. Dominic, she'll be in lane 4. She's got by far the best time in this second heat. Second seed in this heat, Gabrielle Lieberman of Kent Place with a 2:08. And Ivy Drogan, Ivy out of Newark Academy with a 2:11. Also Piper Summers of Blair Academy, Sophia Formanis of Academy of St. Elizabeth, and Malia Riley of the Pennington School, comprising the field of this second heat. Outside, it's Piper Summers off to a great start. And into the third lap for Piper. And Piper with building nearly a full body length lead as she approaches the midway point of this 200-yard free. In second place in lane 3, next to her is Ivy Drogan of Newark Academy. So far, the faster lane, if that is an early theory or an early conclusion, have been on the near side pool from what we've seen now through 3+ races, going back from the medley relay. And to here, lanes 1 and 2 appear to be moving a little faster, although I don't necessarily buy into the theory that a pool could have one faster lane than another. But I've heard coaches say that, theorize that. Piper Summers, her lead has been trimmed in half by Ivy Drogan of Newark Academy into the 5th lap, or now into the 6th lap. And then of lane 4, Caitlin Tagliaretti on the touch. Blair out of lane 2 with Piper Summers with a 2:06.98. So Piper greatly improving her time, her seed time coming in. Ivy Drogan in lane 2, 2:07.45, also besting her time by 4 seconds. And finishing in third out of lane 4, Caitlin Tagliaretti with a 2:07.92, just shy of her best of 2:07.88. So now with a full house here in heat 3 of 4 in the girls 200 freestyle. Lane 4, Leah Holmes of Pingree, 2:02.33. Almost a half-second better of Zoe Seng, a freshman from Mount St. Mary In lane 5 to her left, and Amy Jang, a freshman from Newark Academy, is the 3 seed here. Lila Schmidt of Lawrenceville, Melinda Zhu of Pingree, Liv Minton, talented swimmer from Kent Place, Riley Kopp of Mount St. Dominic's, and Ayla Kennedy of Kent Place comprising the rest of this field. After 2 laps, and in lane 5, and popping up out of the water, that's Zoe Seng, who leads the pace. In lane 6 next to her, Liv Minton of Kent, and also in lane 2, Lila Schmidt, freshman from Lawrenceville School, at her home pool, has made up a lot of ground, and she is just barely in 3rd place, and Schmidt with strong strokes, and Schmidt upon the touch here, Schmidt could find herself in 2nd, but she is not far off in lane 2. Lane 5, Zoe Seng has now been passed by lane 6, Liv Minton, by a full head or shoulder of Kent Place. Now the touch from Minton. Seng is now to her right, middle portion of your screen. Seng has the orange cap, and to her left is Liv Minton of Kent Place in Summit, New Jersey. Minton, final touch, and she just made up or added to her lead greatly. Now Seng to her left loses 2nd place because in lane 2 is Lila Schmidt, and Schmidt is gonna get 2nd. Minton with a fantastic turn in the final lap did heavy lifting. She wins heat number 3. Liv Minton of Kent Place. With a 2:83 for Minton, so that's 3+ minutes better than her seed time coming in. As I told you, this pool is considered super fast, and this pool has been swimming on steroids for some early times. In 2nd, lane 2 was Lila Schmidt, 2 minutes better than her seed time. And officially in 3rd, Zoe Seng of Mount St. Mary, coached by Meg Decker. And now some fantastic swimmers here in Heat 4, the girls 200 freestyle. The top seed is Danny Carter. Danny Carter, a commitment in the junior class already to Division II UC San Diego, has great power. Her seed time has already qualified her for the Meet of Champions, her terrific attitude. Carter with Hannah Wilson of Blair, who set the pool record in this event last year. She's in lane 5. Isabella Jin, a sophomore from Lawrenceville, is in lane number 3, the top contenders. Out of lane 4 of Mount St. Mary is Danny Carter. After the first 2 full laps, Carter pops out. And to her right is Hannah Wilson from Blair in the black swimming cap. Wilson has now separated a little bit. Wilson narrowly leading Danny Carter. It's her attitude and the power of Danny Carter that makes her special. And talking to her head coach over at Mount St. Mary, Megan Decker, who is in her 11th year, swam at Cranford High School and at Villanova in college. Wilson separating further. And now she pops up with a full body length lead over Danny Carter of Mountain Lane 4. Hannah Wilson swims for the New Jersey Barracudas, someone that just pushes herself greatly. She's already well qualified for the New Jersey Meet of Champions. Wilson on the touch. Big time number 151.83. Right behind her, Danny Carter. In 3rd place in lane 3, Isabella Jin of Lawrenceville. A 151.83 for Hannah Wilson. So that actually bests her pool record from last year, which was 152.65. Sent almost a year to the day, February 8th, 2023. And Hannah Wilson, just a sophomore. We turn to event number 3, the girls 200-yard IM. The time here to qualify for the New Jersey Meet of Champions is 2:12:09. And about half of our third and final heat has already qualified for that. And the next half, another couple are in range where they could pass that. Here's our podium. And they're stepping into first place, 1, 2, 3. For the second straight year is Hannah Wilson. Wilson last year in this event defeated Daniela Carnow of Pingree and Catherine Ritter of Mount St. Mary in what was a loaded field last year, and Pennington's Riley Edge that she beat handily. So Wilson, Carter, and Jin, the podium in the girls 200 free. Now the girls 200-yard individual medley. 3 heats. First of 3, lane 4, Sophia Cheng of Lawrenceville. Lane 5, Katie Clark of Morristown Baird. And Coach Eugene Sharp, Sarah Ellerton, and Sophia Peed of Mount St. Mary, lane 3. With Jamie Leas, lane 6 of Lawrenceville. Lane 2, Amelia Liu of Pingree. And Gabrielle Chaldella of Mount St. Mary in lane 7. And after the first full lap, to the backstroke, Sophie Cheng in lane 4. She has the lead. And Cheng's top challenger in this particular race is out of lane 6, her teammate at Lawrenceville School, Jamie Leas. And in third, we can see Amelia Liu of Pingree. And out to the butterfly, and now increasing her lead is Sophie Cheng. She's in lane 4. She just made the touch right in the middle of your screen. And then above her, in lane number 6, Jamie Leas. But Katie Clark of Morristown Baird in Morristown is starting to make up a lot of time, and Clark is just about ready to pass Leas for second. And Clark here showing great power here as the field chases Sophie Cheng, who came in with a seed time of 2:30.86, 3 seconds better than the rest of this heat. And Katie Clark in lane 5 is now solely in second in this heat, and nearly 3 full body lengths behind Sophie Cheng. Cheng touches up, Clark second, and Jamie Leas is in third out of lane 6. Next 2 heats have a full deck. 8 swimmers apiece. Lane 4, freshman from Lawrenceville, Ariana Dye. Lane 5, Josie Spees of the Academy of St. Elizabeth. Lane 3, the 3rd seed, is Emily Black-Wright. out of Rutgers Prep. Along with Alex Z of Lawrenceville in lane 2, Jordan Hall of the Kent School in lane 1, Madison Gajewski, Mount St. Dominic's lane 6, Caroline Hand of Kent Place in 7, Tina Davis out of Montclair Kimberly in lane 8. First full lap complete in this 200 IM, and now to the backstroke, where in lane 5, Josie Spiess has barely a half body length lead. She completes her second lap. And to Spiess's right in lane 4 is Ariana Dye, who's in the red swimsuit. And over in lane number 8, Tina Davis, senior from Montclair Kimberly. And Davis is about to make up some major time. And what will Davis do on the far side, all the way in lane 8, top of your picture in the butterfly? But Davis has fallen off. She was very close to taking the lead. So in lane 5, Josie Spiess, her butterfly remains solid and consistent. Lane 4, Ariana Dye of Lawrenceville is not letting her escape. Now into third place is freshman from Rutgers Prep, Emily Black-Wright. And upon the butterfly, Black-Wright is clearly ahead in third in this particular heat. And now for the finale in the 200 IM. 2:12.09 is the Meet of Champions number. We are above 2 minutes. Lane 5, Josie Spiess of the Academy of St. Elizabeth. Ariana Dye in the red. To her left, closer to the picture, she will touch up and finish in second. 2:15.82 for Josie Spiess. But it's all about accumulating points here, so every one of these swimmers matter. And the difference even between finishing 8th in a heat versus 6th in a heat, it's like in the margins or earning interest when you have money sitting in the bank. Those little margins accumulate. There's the final leaderboard in heat 2 of 3 in the girls 200 IM. Third and final heat in the 200 IM. And this is a star-studded field. Last year, Lizzie Washburn of Kent Place won it. Taylor O'Grimley 2 years ago was able to set the pool record. Emily Gow, who is a racer, a senior that might race in college out of the Pingree School. She is in lane 4. Riley Edge of Pennington is in lane 2, the 2 seed. Laura Kim, junior from Newark Academy, lane 3. Kayla Marion, big drops recently. She is in lane 2 for Mount St. Mary. Phoebe Kaplan, lane 1 of Newark Academy. Emma David-Kanian of Pingree School. Mari Finkelstein of Pingree 6 and 7. Margot Callahan of Kent Place comprising the field in the third and final heat. 2:12.09. And can someone like Emma David-Kanian of Pingree qualify for the Meet of Champions? She's pretty close with her seed time. And swimmers in this pool, they can make big, big jumps. Gow finishes the backstroke. And Gow will come up. And Butterfly still in first. Riley Edge to her left of the black swimsuit of Pennington is in second, a full body length behind. And beyond that, the next 4 swimmers all very close. These are valuable team points at stake. And so much of the drama is not just in whoever wins these races. Yes, they're big. First place is 24, second 21, third 20. But winning as a team and accumulating the difference between 8th, 7th, 6th can make big, big differences. Emily Gow in lane number 4 in the red swimsuit for Pingree. Riley Edge of Pennington is about a length and a half behind. Third place, 3-seed Laura Kim, narrowly over in lane 2, Kayla Marion of Mount St. Mary, who would love to get fourth. She could not. So it does end up Gao of Pingree first. Riley Edge in lane 5 finishing second. A 2:06.90 for Emily Gao, so not quite her best time. Edge in second and Laura Kim in third. So Marion could not make up the time to catch Kim for third place. And now we've got a very busy splash and dash in the girls 50 freestyle. Defending champion is back in this race. Catherine Ritter along with Danny Carter, both of Mount St. Mary's, and Mia Cufo from the Pingree School. 1, 2, 3 of last year are all in this race. Here's our podium, and congratulations here in the red swimsuit here to Emily Gao, a senior that does want to swim in college. And great thoughts about her from her coach in Deidre O'Mara, who is somewhere around her 8th year, but has been around the Pingree swimming program longer than she can remember. Deidre swam at Watchung Hills and then at George Washington. Husband was also a swimmer at Villanova. Congratulations to the podium of Emily Gao, Riley Edge of Pennington in second, Laura Kim of Newark Academy in third. Down and back, splash and dash. First of 8 heats in the girls 50 freestyle. Lane 4, Kira Ardis of Oak Knoll. Lane 5, Ciara Lowry of Oak Knoll. Lane 3, Helen Tang of Wardrow Hartledge are the top seeds. And actually off the touch, over in lane 7, that's Parker Leslie of Blair Academy that is crushing the field here. Parker Leslie on the touch, 28-14. 31.97 over in lane 1 next to her from Rutgers Prep, Alina Akhtar. So the not necessarily top seeds finishing 1, 2. Then in lane 3, Helen Tang of Wardrow Hartledge also besting. Or actually, Tang's seed time was 35.55. She ends up 3:19.19 here. So not her best in this first heat. But the seed times can vary based on the time of year, also from outside non-NJISAA events. Here's heat number 2. Lane 4, Lena Cortez, sophomore from Pennington. Alexandra Beltran of Rutgers Prep in lane 5. Lane 3, Mackenzie Doherty of Morristown Baird. Splash and dash. And very, very tight to call here. This is going to be a photo finish. Look how even it is all throughout. Perhaps lane 4, Lena Cortez of Pennington with the reach. Thank God we have computer timing. It is Lena Cortez, 31.69. And in second, lane 7, Mia Seyfarth of Pennington as well. And in third, Mackenzie Doherty of Morristown Baird, 32.2. A very slight separation all throughout. 1 through 7 separated by less than a second, about 0.7 of a second. That tells you the depth of girls swimming in New Jersey. Heat 3 of 8. Alex Jones of Kent Place is in lane 4. And Celine Argueta, a representative out of St. Benedict's Prep in Newark, New Jersey, lane 5. Julia Moran of Academy of St. Elizabeth is in lane 3. Meet of Champions cutoff time in this event is 24:88. Alex Jones, can she crack 30 seconds here today? She's in lane 4. Jones. And it's actually lane 2, Emma Flick, a freshman of Montclair Kimberly. At 29:23 that wins this heat. Just ahead of Alex Jones of Kent Place, who takes second by 0.19. And in third, all the way in lane 8, was Catherine Sudavar of Mount St. Dominic's. Fourth heat in the girls' 50 freestyle. Lena Forizak of Montclair Kimberly is in lane 4. Siana Srijit of Rutgers Prep, lane 5. Tiffany Sun of Lawrenceville School is in lane 3. And out of lane 4, Lena Forizak. Forizak getting some heat from Tiffany Sun next to her in lane 3, closest on your screen. Sun coming on, and Forizak wins the heat. And over on the far side in second is Julia Wolf of the nearby Hun School. With a 28.96, Wolf shatters her seed time, which was 30.34. Wolf gets 28.96 at the top of your screen. Great swimming there. And finishing in third, Tiffany Sun narrowly at 28.93. Sun misses second by 0.03. Lane 5, Claire Patchett of Kent Place. Lane 4, Annie Rionda of Morristown Baird in lane 5, and Sofia Maciejewski of Mount St. Mary in lane 3. This whole field is at about 29 seconds. Around their seed time. All the way in lane number 8, it's Lana Chang of Hun School that is going to touch up first. Chang with a 28.20, besting her seed time of 29.81. And in second was the total opposite side of the pool, and Maria Garcia Rodriguez of Pennington out of lane 1, and then lane 7, Lily Henderson of Hun School getting third. Heat number 6, Catherine Cepeda of Kent Place has the top seed time. Lane 4, Sabrina Chaldella of Mount St. Mary in lane 5. Julia Kozine of Pingree, lane 3. And for the final 25, again, it's going to be a tight finish. Lane 4, Catherine Cepeda of Kent in the green swimming cap, narrowly over lane 6, Annika Lipke of Newark Academy. It is Cepeda of Kent Place first over Lipke by 0.0. Check that. By about 0.3. Then in third place in lane 2, Sandrine Jang of Oak Knoll. Heat 7 of 8, Megan Lai of Newark Academy has the best seed time by a wide margin. Marissa Lombardi in lane 5 of Lawrenceville, and Coco Lee of Wardlaw Hartridge in lane 3. A great start out of the water in lane 4 for Megan Lai of Newark Academy. Lane 4, middle of your picture. But lane 5, Marissa Lombardi, midway through is in good shape, but it will be lane 4, Megan Lai of Newark Academy. Lombardi in lane 5 is in second, and in third it goes as scheduled. Coco Lee in lane 3 gets third. And now to the final heat. Mia Quifo, who finished in third last year from Pingree. She is in lane 3. Defending champion Catherine Ritter of Mount St. Mary is in lane 4. And Ting Ting Luo of Pingree is in lane number 5. So Ritter is the one to look out for in lane 4 for Pingree to get Pingree an individual winner today to get them started towards defending their championship. Ritter of Mount St. Mary in lane 4. Ritter with Ting Ting Low to her right. It is Ritter that wins again. Low finishes third. Second place goes to Riley Baczynski of Blair Academy in lane 6. Very tight there with 1, 2, and 3, all at 24 seconds plus. Ritter's seed time was 23:84, so competitive. And talking to Mount St. Mary coach Megan Decker about what makes Catherine Ritter so good. Her spin rate of her stroke. She wants to swim in college. Ritter is about 5'9", perhaps even taller, what Megan speculated, but such a competitor. It was not her best time of the season. Her seed time of 23:84. So she's about a half second behind that. So here is our podium. Riley Baczynski of Blair in second. And here on the podium from Mount again is Catherine Ritter, a familiar place for her. Congratulations to Catherine to capture the girls' 50-yard freestyle. And in third place, Ting Ting Luo of Pingree, who has had a very good season. Through mid-season, she was getting some acknowledgement as part of the deep Pingree squad. And was ranked number 9 last check by NJ.com at 6-1. And they're the 2 seed in the upcoming non-public North A. They have 3 wins over ranked opponents. Last year, the Pingree school finished ranked 6th in the state at 8-1-2 in their dual meets. And they defeated Mount St. Mary in the non-public A semifinals last year, 86-84 epically, where again that reinforces the point where every swimmer matters. Even when you think that they're the major swimmers, the headline swimmers might be doing the heavy lifting, but not finishing a race could cost your team. Now to the girls' 100-yard butterfly, 1 of 5 heats. And we have 5 heats with a full deck of 8 swimmers. 59:10 is the girls' meet of champions cutoff time. Lane 4, Julia Larish of Montclair Kimberly. Lane 4, Rory Grace Thompson of Oak Knoll. And Layla Zatre of Rutgers Prep are the top 3 seeds. And check that, we only had 4 swimmers there, so I think we had an additional heat. And check that, that was just an exhibition in the 50 freestyle. That was a late addition. So here we go now. And check that this is a second exhibition in the 50 freestyle, and because they move so quickly, it gives inexperienced swimmers a chance to participate. So I don't have full names and information here, but we do have it up on the board. Hear you on Play-by-Play Productions. That's what makes technology super. So out of lane 3 is the Rutgers prep swimmer that finishes second. Lane 8, Blair Academy swimmer with a 32.14, well ahead of the pack. And it's another 50 freestyle exhibition. As we're standing by for the girls' 100-yard butterfly. Might have one more exhibition still to go. And it looks like we'll have a fourth heat in the 50 freestyling exhibitions. Maybe a total of 12 heats. We have crowned the champion already, and that's Catherine Ritter, with Wiley Baczynski of Blair in second, Ting Ting Low of Pingree that finished in third. And the swimmer in lane 4 from the Pennington School convincingly captures this exhibition heat. And the fifth 50 freestyle exhibition heat underway. And this time the swimmer in lane number 2. Convincing win from the Hun School. And swimmers will swim in these for a variety of reasons. Sometimes just to gain experience being in a championship level meet. Or it's an event that they're particularly trying to improve and work on that might not be their primary. And for the younger swimmers, just to have them a chance to be here in front of, this is by far the most people that they'll generally be participating in a swim meet at. Another freestyle 50-yard exhibition underway. So here's our 6th. And a swimmer from Mount St. Mary and Coach Megan Decker's very deep team will touch up there. And a 7th section that just had a late scratch, even in lane 6. That's how often things change. And the swimmer from Pingree and Coach Deidre O'Mara's program with a 29-12 here in the 50 freestyle. That 29-12, that's good enough to be a challenger, perhaps in the 6th out of 8 heats. So that's not off. That time is not off by much to competing to get into the championship heat. And the top time here out of lane number 3, a Lawrenceville school swimmer with a 30-30. And that would put her again right in the middle of the pack of the seed qualifiers that participated in the original championship out of heat 4 of 8. On 9th heat in the 50 freestyle. And we're standing by to begin event number 5 in the girls 100-yard butterfly. And the top time here again of 30:38 of a Mount St. Dominic swimmer would put her right in the vicinity of heat number 4. Tenth heat in the 50 freestyle goes to a Wardrow Hartledge swimmer. Obvious to see them in the green caps with yellow trim with a 27:34. And that number easily would put that swimmer into the 7th heat. And that might not be that swimmer's primary event, but they're working on it. But nevertheless, it's a fantastic number. So we've reached our intermission here. We are headed towards event number 5, the girls 100-yard butterfly. When we come back to Lawrenceville School, you're watching the NJISAA Prep Girls Swimming Championships. And welcome back live. Ralph Pinorchik with you. Event 5 after our intermission. Here comes the girls' 100-yard butterfly. The first heat out of 5. Lane 4, Julia Larish of Montclair Kimberly. She is right now in second with Rory Grace Thompson of Oak Knoll. Right now the leader in this race. And actually a great challenge in lane 3 from Layla Zatre of Rutgers Prep. So after the first 50 and up out of the water is Rory Grace Thompson of Oak Knoll. 20-minute intermission is complete. And the Oak Knoll swimmer nearly a half body length over challenger Julia Larish of Montclair Kimberly. And off the wall, the lead remains the same for the freshman of Oak Knoll, Rory Grace Thompson. In lane number 3, Zatre of Rutgers Prep has now moved into second, and Zatre is just about even. Zatre on the touch. Zatre is going to get second place with a final great even 25 yards. Layla Zatre with fantastic swimming. Over in lane 3, she gets second. First place in this heat, Rory Grace Thompson of Oak Knoll. Her time of 1:23.94. Meet of Champions qualifying time is 59:10. And the girls' 100-yard butterfly is complete. And finishing in third was Julia Larish. Final 25 yards allowed her to be caught by Layla Zatre. Second heat of 5 on the girls' 100-yard butterfly. Lane 4, Alyssa Lee, senior at Newark Academy. Narrowly, her seed time is better than Kirsten Thomas of Pingree School. And Harini Venkatesh of Lawrenceville at her home pool will be in lane 3's, the 3 seed here. And after the first 15 meters, strong first powerful strokes from Alyssa Lee of Newark Academy in lane 4. And a 100-yard butterfly. Lane 2 after the turn, though, impressively, Zia Sanghai of Princeton Day School in lane 7. And it is Sanghai in the top portion of your screen. Sanghai with a 31.96 after a lap. She's in first place. However, barely holding on now because Alyssa Lee of Newark Academy in lane 4 has made up some ground. And on the final touch, out of lane 6, great work from Lena Forziak of Montclair Kimberly. Forziak, first place actually goes lane 1. Near side for Phoebe Hirsch narrowly. And in second place, Lena Forziak in what was a tight race through the first 4 or 5 swimmers. Third place, Zia Sanghai of Princeton Day. Heat 3 of 5. Also a full lineup of 8. Lane 4, Piper Summers, who won her earlier heat of Blair. And she by far has the best seed time, nearly 2 seconds better of Elise McGirt in lane 5 the 2 seed of Mount St. Dominic's, and Selena Zhu out of the Hun School in lane 3. After the first 25, lane 4, Piper Summers. Summers for Blair in the blue. And Summers comes out from under and expands her lead. And she is building a lead now towards a full length. And upon the turn, this is Piper Summers' heat. Question is, what's the time look like? Her seed time of 1:06.62 could be in jeopardy. Summers is going to smash that. Piper Summers, lane 4 of Blair. With a 1:05.43, she does smash it. Lane 6, Emma Marston of Lawrenceville in second, a distant second, 1:07.96, and in third, Selena Zhu of Hun, 1:10.52. Lane 4, in our 4th heat, Mari Finkelstein of Pingree. Lane 5, Phoebe Kaplan of Newark. Finkelstein has a time of 1 minute better than Kaplan. In seed time, Emma Kroll, a freshman of Newark Academy, is the lane 3 seed. Upon the first lap, in lane 4, Finkelstein on the touch. And in lane 7, Sabrina Chaldella from a deep Mount St. Mary team appears to be in second, but also a challenge from Emma Kroll of Newark in lane 3. This could be a good finish. Finkelstein in the black cap. To her left in lane 3 is Emma Kroll. It is Finkelstein followed by Kroll, and very tight for third, and it is in lane 7, Sabrina Chaldella. 1 minute, .88 is the time, not far off from a MENA Champions qualifier in this 4th heat for Mari Finkelstein of the Pingree School. Located in Martinsville, New Jersey, western part of the state up north. Now we move on to our 5th and final heat here in the 100 butterfly. Last year, Lizzie Washburn of Kent Place won, but Sophia Liwanag of Mount St. Dominic is here. She finished second last year. Liwanag, a junior of Mount St. Dominic, swims for the Lakeland Hills Swimming Club, has a futures cut already. Brother and sister swim at Hanover Park. She's also a gymnast as well, receiving private coaching. Where does she have the time for all of that? She's in lane 4, but this is going to be a tough heat to win for Sophia Liwanag, who finished in second place last year. Her coach over at Mount St. Dominic's, and James Sungaroff, swam at Northeastern. Lane 4, Liwanag. Narrowly, however, lane 7, Mia Quifo of Pingree is a challenger. It could be top of your screen. Quifo. It is Quifo with a big victory for Pingree to capture the girls 100 butterfly over in lane 7. Those are big, perhaps unexpected points. Quifo swims for the Somerset Swimming Club. Her butterfly looked great in the last week at their last meet with a 58.78 coming in. Quifo bests that with a 57.31 for her head coach, Deidre O'Mara. And the Pingree School perhaps gets some additional separation from themselves from Mount St. Mary as they win this final heat. Mia Quifo elated. And that high bar that is set, great job by our cameraman, bodied by Jake Gallagher, to locate her, and a big smile there. Second place was Sophia Lewenag for the second straight year, so she'll have her senior year next year to come back and win the girls' 100-yard butterfly. Her time last year, 57.97 for Lewenag. This year, 57.83. So just under last year's time for Sophia. Wants to be a college swimmer, and she'll have another opportunity. Third place went to Kim Tran out of the Newark Academy, who is an all-around freshman that swims in multiple events for Newark Academy and Coach Billy Blom. Here's your champion, and Mia Quifo. In second place, Lewenag. And she'll have another year to climb the podium in the girls' 100-yard butterfly. Meet a champion's number of 59.10. So we had 7 qualifiers already in that deep, deep field. Now we'll go to the girls' 100-yard freestyle. We start our 6th event of these New Jersey Prep Championships, 6th event out of 11. Heat 1 of 7 in the 100 freestyle. Catherine Denny out of the Academy of St. Elizabeth is in lane 4. Sophia Navarro, freshman from the Hunt School, is in lane 5. And Amelia Rabe, also from the Hunt School, is in lane 3. After the first 25, who's going to catch Amelia Rabe, who is by herself in the red swimming cap? And Rabe is 3 lengths better than her teammate Sophia Navarro. In lane 4, Catherine Denny has fallen behind, and she is somewhere battling for 3rd. Rabe has now built the lead, where her teammate there in Navarro is barely hanging on to the picture. Into our picture, Rabe touches up 105.85. Meet of champions cut time of the state is 54.42. In second was Navarro by 12 seconds. I checked that, make that 8 seconds. Third place was 12 seconds back by Catherine Denny of Academy of St. Elizabeth. So that is a dominating heat regardless of what level heat it has been, and maybe the greatest disparity anybody has won a heat today. Heat 2 of 7. Louise DeGasta Saravallo of Montclair Kimberly is lane 4. 3 Montclair Kimberly girls here in the top 3 seeds. Lane 5, Emma Flick. Lane 3, Serena Wen. Lane 5, it's Emma Flick. And Flick is now up by a full body length, a length and a half, and expanding. For second in lane 4, DeGasta Saravallo and Serena Wen. On the touch is Flick with a 108.61. And in second, DeGasta Saravallo narrowly by 0.14 over her teammate from Montclair Kimberly, Serena Wen. 4th place to Mackenzie Doherty of the Morristown Baird School. Into our 3rd heat, lane 1, sophomore from Pennington, Lena Cortez. She won her earlier event, her earlier heat. Lane 4, Kate Lee of Kent School. Lane 5, Miranda Santiago of Kent. And lane 3, Ayushi Saxena of Lawrenceville. Third heat out of 7 in the girls' 100 freestyle. Over in lane 8, Gemma Hong of Morristown Baird, who's only a freshman. And Gemma Hong, look at her lead on the far side of the pool. She is building a lead of 2 lengths plus, swimming right past her head coach and assistant Sarah Ellerton of Morristown Baird. And Hong in a runaway here. Hong seed time 112.22. Hong has a lead of 2.5, nearly 3 lengths. Hong on the touch, 103.75, shatters her seed time. Question was for second in the heat, and it's Vasi Bonchev of the Hun School that touches in second. What a time there from Gemma Hong. That kind of time, one that tells you that she does not belong in the 3rd heat. That time of 103.75, that seed time would put her in easily into the 5th heat. Now the 4th heat, Chloe Lee of Lawrenceville will be in lane 4. As the top seed here with Katie Ferris in lane 5 of Mount St. Mary, and Gabrielle Chaldella of Mount St. Mary in lane 3. And on the girls' 100 freestyle, we've got action here in lane 2 from Lana Cheng of Hun School in the red cap. Cheng at the bottom of your screen here. And in second is Katie Ferris of Mount St. Mary's, trying to cling to second place and accumulate those points, with Mount trying to best rival Pingree School to capture the team rankings in Division A. But it is all Lana Cheng of Hun School who is going to provide a very nice boost for Hun School, capturing 24 points. And in second place, it is Ferris That will settle for the 21 points for the individual, or I should say that not yet in this heat, the numbers are smaller. Atlanta Chang is able to max out here with a 101.28. Heat 5 of 7, Poppy Brown in the freshman class from Pennington. In lane 4, Caitlin Flanagan of the Academy of St. Elizabeth is in lane 5. Jing Lo of Pingree is in lane 3. At the first turn, lane 5, Caitlin Flanagan trying to win the first heat of the day for any Academy of St. Elizabeth swimmer. And at the halfway mark, she's getting a challenge out of lane 6, Parker Leslie of Blair Academy, just above her. A nice separation from Flanagan. And Flanagan for the final 15 meters. Flanagan fighting off Parker Leslie. It's nearly a full body length. So Flanagan is there with the touch at 59.75. 1 minute 89 for Parker Leslie. Third place points go to Poppy Brown of Pennington, who was able to narrowly score ahead of the fourth place finisher out of lane 2, Annie Rionda of Morristown Bayard. Sixth out of 7 heats in the girls 100 freestyle. Ava John of Lawrenceville is in lane 4 with Lauren Markowitz out of Newark Academy, a sophomore in lane 5. Gabrielle Lieberman of Kent Place in lane 3. Great jump in the pool to start it off for Ava John of Lawrenceville. And John leading the way in lane 4, right in the middle of your picture. John, after the first lap, has a half body length lead over Lauren Markowitz of Newark Academy. Second place is too tough to call. Casey Desiderio of Academy of St. Elizabeth is right on Markowitz for second place. Desiderio's in lane 6, 2 lanes over from Ava John, but it is John with a full body length advantage. John is going to capture it. However, the battle for second place, that might be Casey Desiderio, and it is. Desiderio for Academy of St. Elizabeth has their best performance of these prep swimming championships. She finishes in second, and in third place was Lauren Markowitz of Newark Academy. Fourth place to Madison Gajewski of Mount St. Dominic's. Here's our 7th and final heat. Defending champion Danny Carter. Last year 53.32. Seed time 51.25. She's in lane 4. Second seed of Pingree, Ting Lo, trying to score big points in lane 5. Laura Kim, junior from Newark, is in lane 3. Ting Lo lost as well, finishing second last year in this event. In lane 4, it is Danny Carter. And in second right now, it's Hannah Wilson of Blair. Blair won the girls 200 freestyle earlier this afternoon. And Blair is giving Carter everything she can handle for the final 10 meters. It will be Carter for the second straight year. 51.52. A touch slower than her seed time. Second went to Hannah Wilson outside. with a 52.15, so Wilson crushes her seed time in this 100 free. And in third, Laura Kim of Newark also slightly bests her seed time. So Danny Carter, for the second straight year, has captured the prep girls 100-yard freestyle. And shattering last year's winning number by nearly 2 full seconds. Last year, again, remember, 53.26. This year, 51.52. New Jersey Meet of Champions cutoff time is 54.42. 4 swimmers just in this event alone have qualifying times. So there in second is Hannah Wilson, after Laura Kim stepped on the podium. And here again is Danny Carter. Another victory for Danny Carter, coached by Megan Decker of Mount St. Mary's, and that fantastic swimming program. Carter with a great attitude, just a junior. A coach's dream, says Megan Decker. And already an early commitment to UC San Diego, where, while it's a Division II program, it's high-level swimming. Here comes the first of 4 in the girls' 500 freestyle. 5 minutes, 16 seconds, 5:16.19. I should say, is the Meet of Champions cutoff time. No one has below 6.5 here in this first heat. Lane 4, Sagan Melody. Lane 5, Cassie Jordan of Mount St. Dominic's. Lane 3, Haley Lamont of Mount St. Mary's. All trying to score and help the collective team effort. Total of 20 laps. We're approaching the 4th. And as we hit lap 5, Haley Lamont of Mount St. Mary has a very nice lead, and the challenge right now is out of lane 5, Cassie Jordan of Mount St. Dominic. In the orange cap, the familiar orange cap of Mount St. Mary, is located in Watchung, New Jersey. This is our 7th event out of 11. Coming up on the 8th lap. Is Haley Lamont. Total of 4 heats in this 500-yard freestyle. It's a long event, and it'll be followed by the girls' 200 freestyle relay. And Lamont's lead is 2 full body lengths. Over lane 5's Cassie Jordan. Lamont is halfway through. Against state cutoff time, 5:16.19. Lap 13 for Haley Lamont has been completed. Lamont, left side of your picture, in the orange cap with the Mount St. Mary M. Looks very familiar to a school located not too far away, Mountain Lakes. Lamont about to complete lap number 15. Cassie Jordan not relinquishing the heat. Is still about a full body length behind. No signs of slowing down for Haley Lamont. And let's see where Cassie Jordan is as they pop up. And Jordan has made up some of that ground. Cassie Jordan, top portion of your screen, far side in lane 6 is a lap behind. Lamont's lead here in the orange, two lanes away from her in lane 5, Cassie Jordan. And now they are just about even. Great splits for the last lap. Last lap plus for Cassie Jordan of Mount St. Dominic's, who is getting stronger. Lamont has now fallen back maybe a head length, and upon the touch, it is Jordan. Jordan strong in the last 4 laps after Lamont led the majority of the race. 6:20.05 for Cassie Jordan, 6:20.66 for Lamont, and in third, Sagan Melody of Blair coming right down the middle in lane 4. Fourth place to Ciara Kilcoyne of Pingree. In our second heat out of 4 in the girls' 500-yard freestyle. Lane 4, Marin Ivers has the best time. She's out of Montclair Kimberly, a sub-6. Also a sub-6 from Malia Riley of Pennington, but Riley has swam earlier. I did not notice if Ivers did. And Katie Clark of MBS, the 3 seed in lane number 3. She also swam earlier, and that's, of course, a factor. And it is Ivers right down the middle with the MKA swimming cap. That completes the first lap. In front narrowly over lane number 2 from Rutgers Prep, Carly Tomford. Tomford is a tight second with Malia Riley of Pennington in lane 5. And now Tomford, I think I can declare, is safely in second. Also safely in first is Marin Ivers. Ivers split time there, 33:49. Can she keep that up? 5:16.19 is the Meet of Champions cutoff time. These seed times not that close for any of these swimmers. But it's a matter of progression through your high school career. Ivers has now expanded the lead to 3 full body lengths. And the action is Carly Tomford, Tomford in lane 2. And she's still pretty even with Malia Riley in lane 5. Off the wall, seemingly by herself, is Marin Ivers. And Ivers does not have a challenger in sight. Malia Riley of Pennington, about a half body length over Carly Tomford of Rutgers Prep at the bottom of your screen. But you are strictly just watching Marin Ivers of Montclair Kimberly. And now just racing against herself. Three minutes, 53 seconds and counting. Last split also a good one for Ivers, 33.84. As she completes her 15th lap on the touch here. Out of 20. Ivers' seed time is shade under 6 minutes at 5:58.49. "17 laps complete for Marin. Second place, just passing her, is Malia Riley. And Riley's lead is 2 body lengths over Carly Tomford. There's the signal for the final turn for Marin Ivers in the girls' 500-yard freestyle. A grueling 20 laps is about to come to a close. Ivers touches in at 5:33.67, shattering her previous seed time. Now coming in second place, Malia Riley of Pennington. Can she stay under 6 and best that? Riley does, 5.56. Then Carly Tomford in lane 2 is in third, in even 6 minutes 82. Tomford also shatters her previous best by 15 seconds. So a tremendous accomplishment, personal accomplishment for several of the swimmers here in the second heat in the girls' 500-yard freestyle. Morristown Baird's Katie Clark finishing in 4th. And Clark also besting her seed time by nearly 2 full seconds. Third heat out of 4. Lane 4 is Jillian Callahan of Kent Place, with Melinda Zhu in lane 5 from Pingree. All these seat times are about 5.5 minutes. And lane 3, Amy Jang, a freshman from Newark Academy, with a solid seat time for a freshman at 5:35 in this grueling 500-yard freestyle. And towards our 4th lap, early established lead narrowly is in lane 5 for Melinda Zhu. Five laps and completed, and next to her, chasing her tail, is Annie Zwally of Mount St. Mary. Zwally, though, it's about a 4-way tie for second, and not far behind Melinda Zhu here a quarter of the way through. Remains basically the same. Lane 3, Amy Jang has pretty much gone into a tie with Melinda Zhu. Jang of Newark Academy. She's closer to the bottom of your picture. Is Jang. And looks like we had a late scratch as lane 4 with Jillian Callahan not occupied. So lane 5, Melinda Zhu, an opportunity to score more with the highest seed in a given heat not available. Lane 3, Amy Jang, very close here, and she is clearly into second. midway through this third heat of the girls' 500-yard freestyle. And look at this near side. Look at the work from Amy Jang, who is about to take the lead. The touch came from Melinda Zhu, but doing great work above the water is Jang. And let's see if Jang, on the bottom of your screen, touches first. Not quite yet. 13 laps complete, but clearly it seems that Jang can make up a lot of time between the turns, as they say. And now it looks like Jang is definitely going to touch first. And she's getting closer. Melinda Zhu trying to fight her off, and now here is some clear separation here for a freshman from Newark Academy, Amy Jang. Jang 3/4 of the way to now definitely touching up first. Zhu barely ahead behind. And over in lane 6, Annie Zwally of Mount St. Mary's firmly in third. Zwally, though, is about a body length behind the two leaders. It goes Jang and then Zhu. "17 laps completed. Jang's seed time of 5:35.07. There's the bell. Strong turns from Melinda Zhu off the wall have kept her in the hunt, but above the water it has been Amy Jang's fantastic pace. Jang in this third out of 4 heats. Jang with a half-body lead. Zhu knows she's about a half length behind, and it's going to be Amy Jang that outlasts Melinda Zhu. Jang will score points, capturing the third heat in the girls' 500 freestyle for Newark Academy. Third place to Annie Zwally of Mount St. Mary's. Fourth place went to Ivy Drogan, also of Newark Academy. 5:33.25 for Amy Jang, so she bests her seed time by 2 seconds. The meet of champions cutoff is 5:16.19. And now we're into our championship heat. A year ago, it was Hannah Wilson that captured the girls' 500 freestyle. She is not in this event. Riley Edge, though, who finished second, is. Edge from Pennington has Division I opportunities, wants the school record here. She is a distance swimmer, 5'8", very disciplined. Riley Edge, she wants the record, which is a shade over 5 minutes. She's at 5:07.52 her seed time. Edge in lane 5, the great Daniela Carnow, who swam earlier in a relay. She is the 4 seed and a senior that is signed with Indiana, a 5:06 time. Lane 3, Hannah Ewing of Montclair Kimberly. So with Wilson not in the picture, Daniela Carnow in lane 4 of Pingree does have the lead, and in lane 5 it is Riley Edge, a half length off. And for Daniela, her dad, the great Dr. Ron Carnow. What a story, a 1992 United States Olympian at the Barcelona Olympics. That's where the original men's basketball dream team participated. That is her father. She is one of 3, has 2 younger sisters, and swims for the Scarlet Swimming Club. And she's described as a racer. by her coach, Deidre O'Mara. She is better when she is pushed by somebody in the pool. Her mentality is she wants to go up against the field next to her rather than the clock. Carnow a firm body length ahead of Riley Edge, who is above her in lane 5. Carnow has won 6 separate events this year, 3 200 freestyle victories, and she's won the 200 freestyle in 2 other dual meets this year. She already has futures trial, 2 Olympic trial cut times in the 100 and 200 breaststroke, and one of the top swimmers in the state of New Jersey. Carnow on the turn, and her lead is increased to a body length plus over Riley Edge of Pennington. Her dad, Ron Carnow, has been an inspiration to many for what occurred to him finding out on the day of the Olympic ceremonies, the opening ceremonies in 1992, with the loss of his father on site in Barcelona due to a tragic heart attack suffered that day. Carnow would still swim later on that day, but of course, you can only imagine what he was going through. Then Carnow took time off to go to medical school, where he has been, I believe it's a licensed psychiatrist. And Carnow then later remade the United States national team in swimming. At the time, it was the oldest age. I think it still stands at the age of 31, which in swimming terms, that's on the older side. Now is a chance to watch his daughters. Daniela Carnow here has built a 2-length lead as she touches and completes her 15th lap. Carnow last year did not swim in this event. Edge is doing everything she can just to remain within striking distance. Here comes Riley Edge. She's cut down Carnow's lead to within a body length. But is there enough pool left? Inside the final lap, senior Daniela Carnow of the Pingree School touches up first, and her final turn with Pennington's Riley Edge trying to make up ground. Edge doing great work here above water. Riley Edge might have a chance. Edge within a head length. It is Carnow narrowly, and Riley Edge finishes second for the second straight year. Edge able to shave off about 5 seconds from last year, but it's not enough. This time it is Carnow that beats her like Hannah Wilson did last year. Carnow's time 5:05.73. And that time also bests her seed number, finishing a distant third. And of lane 6 is the terrific junior from Morristown Baird, Isla Johnston, who is already a Meet of Champions qualifier with her time of 5:11.66. Isla's time here 5:13.93. Would love to interview Daniela Carnow after the meet to ask when she realized that Riley Edge was within reach to potentially pass her. A great consistent race in the girls 500 freestyle. Here comes our podium. edge back in second. She'll have next year. But senior Daniela Cardow capturing the girls 500 freestyle in these New Jersey Prep Swimming Championships. Just another trophy. What will she do with the box of all those trophies she's accumulating before she goes off to Bloomington, Indiana next year? Here we go with the girls 200 freestyle relay. Meet of champions time 142. 142.84. Most of the second heat field has already qualified. Each swimmer goes one and back. You put in 50 yards and you hand it off to your teammates. Lane 4, Wardrow Hartledge. With Zadie Zimmerman giving to Brianna Lee. Wardrow Hartledge has the advantage. And in lane 6, it's the Hun School with Julia Wolf. And Wolf with a strong first 25. Wolf at the top of your picture has made this tight. And chasing Brianna Lee here of Wardrow Hartledge. Third swimmer in for Wardrow Hartledge is Angel Lay. Lane 6 for the Hun School, Lily Henderson. And third place, even in between 3 different swimmers. Wardrow Hartledge, Angel Lay, as Coco Lee gets ready. And separation now from Lay, away from Hun's Lily Henderson. Into the water goes Coco Lee. Selena Zhu of the Hun School, top of your picture, in the orange swim cap, is in second. But this is Wardrow Hartledge. In lane 4, came in with a 152.22. They are going to best that. On the touch, Coco Lee, 150.12. For the Wardrow Hartledge 200-yard freestyle relay team. A nice job. And the Hun School does take second. In the middle, Morristown Baird, led by Gemma Hung, the freshman that swam so well earlier. And certainly exhausted Annie Rionda, Cameron Scholl, and then Isla Johnston, who just swam the 500. And too big of a deficit there to make up. So we go into our second and final heat of the girls 200-yard freestyle. 142.84. Remember, that is the meet of champions cutoff time. And pretty much 6 of these 8 schools already have a seed time that qualifies. And perhaps we will see Blair Academy maybe greatly improve in lane 1, or Pennington in lane 8 to jump into that picture. Lane 4, Pingree will start with Emma David Canyon. David Canyon will be matched up against freshman Kayla Marion of Mount St. Mary's in lane 5. Mount St. Dominic's with Caroline Rozecki in lane 3. And a star-studded relay in the girls 200 freestyle for Mount. Last year's 200 medley relay for Mount St. Mary was second team All-State. Danny Carter, Olivia Chow, Sophia Latini, Catherine Ritter. They finished second in last year's meet of champions. Mount St. Mary's 400 freestyle relay last year, also third team All-State. Upon the first touch, That's lane 5 and Kayla Marion that looks like she's going to hand off a lead to Megan Dwyer. And Dwyer is in first. And look at how tight it is all around. And looks like that's lane 1 for Blair in Piper Summers after Hannah Wilson led it off. Summers in the bottom portion of your picture. She's drifted back. Still too tight to call. Dwyer on the touch, and Dwyer gives to Catherine Ritter. And Ritter is now above water. She has a lead. I can't describe by too much because it is close. And she's going against Kim Tran, freshman from Newark, in lane 2. Tran is now definitely in second at the bottom portion of your picture, but that is great work done by Mount's Catherine Ritter. Now finally Danny Carter on this star-studded Mount St. Mary's 200 freestyle relay. Carter on the touch. And Carter with a fantastic turn. Carter is not going to be caught. Races for second for Newark's Laura Kim. It is Danny Carter that finishes the job. Kim is in second, and third will go inside to lane 4, Pingree, as Mia Quifo and then Ting Ting Lo would finish it off. Mount St. Mary captures an important relay. Remember, the relays are worth so much in these swimming championships. The relays are worth 48, second is 42, third is 40. And a noticeable gap there. 142.84 is the state cutoff number. So you see 3, 4, 5 relay teams qualify for the Meet of Champions just on this event. So we are 8 events through. Up next, the girls' 100-yard backstroke, 1 of 6 heats, when we come back from Play-by-Play Productions. And my name is Ralph Bnorchik saying so long. I'll pass it off to my partner, Dave Palumbo, for the finish.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to coverage of the swim championships here on Play by Play Productions. Ralph Benarchik has left us. We had Simon Rosenwasser start us off. He did a great job yesterday with the boys, and then Ralph took over today, and he just passed the baton, passed the relay, essentially. We just saw a relay to me. Dave Plum, we're going to bring you to the finish line here. We are 8 events through, got 3 left. Next we're going to see the 100-yard backstroke. There's 6 heats, sorry. First one is just about to begin. From the bottom to the top in lane 2, Annie Egan out of Oak Knoll, Ellis Conroy from MBS, Caroline McGraw from Pennington, Catherine Denny, and then Abigail Ewing. So 5 more heats to follow. Backstroke here, we just saw a relay, as I mentioned. Lots of points to go around in the relays. Less to be claimed here in these individual events, but still very important. Second from the top, lane 5, an early lead. Abigail Ewing out of Maubert. A good turn there. I believe that is Denny. Second from the top, Catherine Denny with a slim lead over Caroline McGraw from Pennington, 1 and 2 so far, as we head into our final turn here. 100-yard backstroke, just 2 laps, a pretty short race. If you were with us the whole day, you saw the 500. We had 4 heats of that, so a longer race. This one a little bit shorter, if the longer races are not really your thing. It's Catherine Denny taking a commanding lead now. The left side of your screen from the Academy of St. Elizabeth. Denny places first. Denny first, Ewing second. Looks like some of the other times are still being tabulated. McGraw third from Pennington. So 5 more heats to follow. This 100-yard backstroke. The NJISAA Prep Championships here at Lawrenceville School. Look at all the scores now. Five more heats to go, the 100-yard backstroke, as we near the conclusion of these prep championships. New swimmers in the pool for Heat 2. From the bottom to the top of the screen, Julia Larish from Montclair Kimberly, Isabel Maresca from Rutgers Prep. 2 swimmers from Mount St. Dominic's, Alicia Pinwad and Ashley Rode. Another Rutgers Prep swimmer, Siona Shreet. Pennington, Emma Goodridge. Kayla Pang out of Kent Place. And Mega Basicki out of Blair. Ashley Rode out of St. Dominic's, highest seed time, a sophomore in lane 4. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 super congested. You see in lane 5, Shreet kind of hugging the top of the lane line, see if she could catch some of the slipstream from Emma Goodridge. Shreet, Rode, and Goodridge all very, very close here as we go into our final turn. These are quick races, so everything's very important. Each turn, the start, the finish. Lane 2, taking a little bit of lead, had a very good turn. Isabel Marseca from Rutgers Prep, the sophomore, now running away with the race. She had quite an awesome second half to this race. A big win for her here. A nice win from Rutgers Prep. She had a 1:18.97 in the seed time, 1:13.7 here in the actual event. So improving her time by about 5 seconds. A very, very good race for Isabel Marseca. Started a little bit slow, but that had a great turn and then an awesome last 50 to close it out. So a win for Rutgers Prep and some points going their way here. 4 more heats in the 100 back. Look at all the scores. Heat 3, we move on to. Just chugging along here. Beautiful Lawrence School, the Joe Tsai Fieldhouse. Of course, owner of the Brooklyn Nets. Class act himself. It's an awesome facility. We had the guys' championships yesterday and then the girls today. Lots of people out to support. See a lot of students from Lawrenceville wearing paint on their chest, just showing their spirit, trying to support their school buddies. I had a lot of girls who showed out yesterday to support the guys as well, so really a great event here. As I said, the beautiful Lawrenceville campus. A great dining hall, I've heard, as well. Got some breakfast food, got some lunch food, just a great place to grub. Just the word on the street, just something I've been told as we wait for Heat 3 to begin here. Bottom to the top could take you through our swimmers in Heat 3. In Lane 1, Julia Wolf. Lane 2, Lila Labasco. Lane 3, Sophia Maszewski. Lane 4, Jingjing Lau out of Pingree. She's got the highest seed time in this heat. Sorry. Lane 5, Ivy Zhang, also from Pingree. Lily Henderson, lane 6, Chloe Lee in lane 7. And running it out from Kent Place, the sophomore, Kate Lee. Like I said, this race is so short, so the start is super important. Lane 4, a early lead, Jingjing Lau from Pingree. A really good turn from Pingree. So what you're going to see right here is a flip turn where you turn around right beforehand, go under the water, and then kick off as hard as you can. You got to save those legs. Ivy Zhang, also from Pingree, has overtaken the lead just slightly here. Zhang and Lau, the two Pingree swimmers, 1 and 2, as we head into the final 25. Pingree swimmers in their blue P caps, neck and neck here to the finish. Looks like Lau is pulling ahead just a tad. It really could be anyone's race here. Comes down to the final stretch, and Lau gets it. Jingjing Lau from Pingree. 1:10.08. The winning time here in Heat 3 of 6 in the 100 back. Wolf from the Hun School also medaling, taking home the bronze, with the fellow Pingree mate, Ivy Zhang, taking home the second place. So a race dominated by Pingree through and through. They've had a pretty good showing so far at these championships, especially on the girls' side of things. Heat 4 of 6. Julia Riccio in lane 1. Alyssa Lee in lane 2. Michaela Villahocon in lane 3. Haley Lamont, who we saw race a dominant race before, in lane 4. Caitlin Flanagan in lane 5. Jamie Lease in lane 6. Gemma Hong in lane 7. And Carly Tom Ford. All the way at the top of your screen from Rutgers Prep in lane 8. First turn, it's lanes 5 and 6, neck and neck. Flanagan and Lease from the Academy, St. Elizabeth and Lawrenceville respectively. Good turn there from Flanagan. Pulls ahead just a touch. Flanagan swam a 32.38 there. That last split. Our last turn. Flanagan still has the lead. Got off to that great start. He's had the lead the whole time here. Flanagan and Lease, the middle of your screen, middle to the top of your screen. It looks like Flanagan stretches out. She gets the victory. Flanagan, Lease, Lamont, 1, 2, 3. Lots of celebration to go around. Caitlin Flanagan from the Academy, St. Elizabeth. First place here in heat 4 of 6. Very, very solid race from her. 2 more heats to go in the 100 back. From the bottom to the top again, Casey DeCierto, Olivia Kaczynska, Gabby DiLorenzo, Lauren Markowski, Jillian Callahan, Marin Evers, Cadence McGinley, and Lila Colon. Lane 4, Markowitz, sorry. So another Markowitz, Owen Markowitz yesterday from Newark Academy. Won multiple races. He had a dominant day, but this Markowitz, Lauren Markowitz, also from Newark Academy, is having quite a good race. Just barely ahead here as we head into the final turn. All the way at the bottom of your screen, something to keep an eye on, DeCierto. She's actually slightly ahead, but looks like Markowitz and her kind of neck and neck. They can't see each other, so they don't know who's in front. Let's see who gets it. Markowitz reaches out, but gets second place. Casey DeCierto, another win for Academy of St. Elizabeth. That's 2 in a row for them here in the 100 back. Good race from her, and it's really tough when you're racing in one of these lane lines where you have a swimmer, don't have a swimmer next to you to see how far you are ahead or how far you are behind. So normally those middle lanes, they stack them up, lanes 4, 5, 6. Those are the projected winners. But all the way out of lane 1, a dominant race from Casey DeCierto, second win in a row from Academy of St. Elizabeth. So this brings us to our 6th and final heat. Ava John at the bottom of your screen, Emma Kral, Kaylee Zhao, Catherine Ritter, who we saw win a race earlier today, Clara Wong, Brianna Marion, Marissa Lombardi, and Delia Callahan. Again, the bottom lane in it here at the first turn, but lane 4 touches first. That's Ritter. She's the favorite here. She boasts a super impressive seed time of 58.32. Gonna take a quick look at our records. 55.12 is the pool record. 55.25 the meet record. So see if Ritter or maybe someone else can overtake that. Ritter, a dominant race so far. She is the gal to beat in the pool. All alone here. Trying to catch that slipstream. You see her at the top of the lane line, trying to hug it. Ritter and no one else. Ritter and going for a record here, see if she could come close. 58.46 for Ritter. A very good race for her. No record, just a little bit slower than her seed time, but a really good race for Catherine Ritter and her second victory of the day. A full look at all the times here in our final heat. Ritter, 1, Wong, 2, and John from Lawrenceville, the home school here, 3rd. Look at the podium celebration here. See Ritter celebrating. Mount St. Mary's swimmer, a junior. It's our second place Wong from Newark Academy. And there she is, our first place champion here in the 100 back on the day, Catherine Ritter. A great day for her, her second victory on the day. Definitely a day to be proud of for Ritter. Ran a great race in the 200 back and here in the 100 back as well. So this is going to bring us to our 100 breaststroke. So same distance, but completely different stroke. Only a couple swimmers here in this first heat. We've got 7 heats. From the bottom to the top, Kate Brandt, Kira Ardiz, and Anush Nazir from Wardlow Hartridge. So we did see that flip turn I was talking about in backstroke, but here you're going to see something called an open turn, where you do not go underwater the same way and do a little somersault for all the former gymnasts out there as you do in the backstroke. Bottom of our screen, Kate Brandt, a big lead here in the first heat of 7 for the 100 back. Breaststroke's a very unique stroke. There's a distinctive glide face where swimmers extend their arms before the next pull that you see Brandt doing at the bottom of your screen. She's going to win this one. And a very solid time from her, clocking in at 1:24.81. Our other swimmers touching the finish line just about right now. And there is our times. Our swimmers still in the pool here. You might have heard Ralph mention it, can bring this up while we have a little bit of time here. But there was a, fun fact, there was a fire alarm that went off earlier in the day. And there was some talk that this might get delayed a little bit, and in fact did not. We're still going strong here. This is event 10 of 11 on the day, and then our winner's presentation shortly to follow right after our final event, which is the 400-yard freestyle relay. So a distance event, which is also a relay event. So you're getting the best of both worlds with that. But the fire alarm was something I had never seen before in a swimming pool. There were swimmers swimming. There were people just hanging out on the outside. There were coaches here. There were parents. There were swimmers. There was me and Jake Gallagher setting things up for this live stream for Play-by-Play Productions. So it was quite a big jumble of people. But, you know, we all made it safely, and that's what matters at the end of the day. We get to watch these swimmers finish our day out strong. This is heat 2 of 7. Gonna get a full pull here. Again, since this is not a long race, matters very much how you start. From the bottom to the top, Fiona Barnhart, Julia Moran, Dora Jin, Serena Noon, Samantha Goff, Zara Sachdeva, Mia Seyfarth. Definitely a unique stroke. You know, backstroke is something where You have to have the strategy, the stroke down, but it's a lot of legs. And this is just very different. It's a unique motion that really can't be compared to anything else. It's a very unique skill. And then butterfly, of course, a lot of upper body strength. Freestyle, again, you need your legs for the finish especially. The legs are huge, but you need your legs here for that kick in each motion, but it's a very unique stroke that, again, cannot really be compared to anything else. Lanes 2 and 4, Julia Moran and Serena Noon from Montclair Kimberly Academy. 1 and 2 here as we go into our final 25. It's going to be lane 4. Serena Noon from Montclair Kimberly Academy getting the victory here. Some more points for Montclair Kimberly Academy. 2-3 go Jin and Moran from Hun and Academy of St. Elizabeth respectively. So heat 3 of 7. These seed times keep getting better and better in these heats. Kate McCaffrey, Michaela McCagg, Crystal Pizzello, Megan Lewin Jones, Harini Venkatesh, Julia Zhang, Lo D'Agosto, Saravallo, and Caitlin and Bessie from the bottom to the top of your screen. Early lead in the first 25 in the lane 3 from Crystal Pizzello out of the Academy of St. Elizabeth. Just saw Academy of St. Elizabeth in the last race with Julia Moran. Swam a very good race. A big lead now from Pizzello. Ran that split at a 38.41. Nearly 3 seconds faster than anyone else. A really, really good leg there from Pizzello. Touch to the wall. One last open turn, pushes off. And all she's got is a whole lot of blue water. Doesn't look like anyone can catch her, but see if she could catch a dominant time here. It's Pizzello 1. The race is for second now. The middle of your screen, who gets it? It's lane 4. Megan Lewin Jones barely edging out Harini Venkatesh in lane 5. A good race from everyone involved there. 1, 2, and 3, Pizzello, Lewin Jones, and Venkatesh. Lanes 3, 4, and 5. And it can be helpful to have those swimmers who are towards the top with you, right next to you, because you know how much you need in crunch time on that last 25 when you got to push just that extra amount. So heat 4, 7. Again, from the bottom to the top, Tiffany Sun, Tyna Davis, Jenny Liu, Veronica Tang, Caitlin Hinto, Layla Rocco, Mackenzie Matroni, and Zia Zhang. Early lead by the swimmers at the bottom of your screen, lane 2. Tyna Davis from Montclair Kimberly Academy. Davis touches first, pushes off. She's got about a full-length lead now, a pretty big lead from Tyna Davis. Davis second to the bottom of your screen. The swimmer to beat here as we head into the final turn. Doesn't look like anyone's going to catch her. Davis had a seed time of 1:25.58. See if she could match or top that. Looks like she most certainly will. Davis with a large lead now. Gonna win this race easily and crush her seed time in doing so. Tyna Davis swims a 1:19.63. Wow, that's a dominant time. The race for second is all the way at the bottom of the screen. Sun, third place, goes to all the way at the top of the screen, NJISAA. So normally, the projected winners, the higher seed times, are in the middle, which they were still for this race. Veronica Tang and Caitlin Hinto in lanes 4 and 5 had the 2 fastest seed times, but that did not matter. Tyna Davis came in first and looked pretty good doing so. The senior from Montclair Kimberly Academy takes home first place here. Heat 5 of 7. 2 more to go after this. And then, of course, our final event on these 2-day prep championships extravaganza. Lane 6, an early lead. That is Selena Zhu. The other swimmers from the bottom to the top, Carolyn Hand, Jordan Hall, Angel Lee, Coco Lee. 2 Lees back-to-back. Emily Black-Wright, Selena Zhu, who I mentioned an early lead. In lane 6, you can see her now. Sophia Fourmans and Chandler Wildrick. First to touch here with 100 to go is Zhang. Zhang from Lawrenceville had a 1:18.78 seed time. Just behind Elise McGirt. Heading to our final 50 here. Lane 5 looking to run away with it. That's Sophie Chang from Lawrenceville. The hometown school looking to pick up a victory and pick up some points, and they do just that. Second to touch right above her, Huang. Third to touch, Pede, all the way at the bottom of your screen. So 1, 2, 3. There they go. Look at the scores. So heat 6 of 7 here, Carolyn Hand. Bottom to the top of your screen, Carolyn Hand in lane 1. Jordan Hall in lane 2. Angel Lee in lane 3. Coco Lee in lane 4. Emily Black-Wright, lane 5. Selena Zhu in lane 6. Sophia Fourmans in lane 7. Chandler Wildrick in lane 8. Lane 6 so far. And lane 5, sorry. First to touch here as we head into the final 50. That's Emily Black-Wright, the freshman from Rutgers Pep. She's only a freshman. She's beating up on some upperclassmen right now. You see her teammates cheering her on there at the end, trying to keep her motivated. Final 25, Emily Black-Wright running away with this race. A really solid race from the Rutgers Prep freshman. She had a seed time of 1:11.36. Will most certainly crush that here. Reaches out for the wall. 1:09.22 for Emily Black-Wright. That is quite a score for the freshman from Rutgers Prep. And she's pretty happy. You could say that. Of course, great sportsmanship. Dapping up Coco Lee and Selena Zhu, her lane partners, so to speak. She is quite pleased with her time. You see her smiling there, and she should be. A very good race for her. And that will bring us to heat 7 of 7. We, in fact, have made it to the end of this 100-yard back 100-yard breaststroke. And gonna take a look at the record here, which was set last year by Daniela Carnal from Pingree, who will be racing in lane 4. She is the gal to beat, 102.49, both a pool and a meet record. See if she could top that here today. She's got everyone excited here. Looks like she's not even in first place right now, though. Her fellow Pingree schoolmate, Emily Gao, in lane 3, just below her, about neck and neck with Carnal. Lanes 3 and 4, the two Pingree swimmers are the gals to beat right now. Carnal, who again holds the pool and the meet record, which was set last year. She's edging just a little bit ahead right now. See if she could top that time. It's going to be tough. But if there's anyone who could do it, she can. She reaches out. 103.6. So just about a second off her record time, which she set. But she still gets the victory nonetheless. Quickly hugs her fellow schoolmate, who gets second place running out the podium. Right above her was Kim Tran from Newark Academy in lane 5. Here's a look at all the rest of the scores. Everyone finished behind Carnal, Gao, and Tran. Look at all the Pingree swimmers celebrating together, taking home both first and second here in the 100-yard backstroke. So we've got just one event to follow. The 400-yard freestyle just was given names of the swimmers, so shout out to the people who brought that over. Very helpful. So you see the Pingree swimmers celebrating again. Zhao and Carnal, first and second place, respectfully. And there's Zhao. And there's the lady who set the record last season, Daniela Carnal from Pingree. Swim just a little bit off her record, but still enough for the first place finish. Really good race from Pingree. So now that brings us to our final event. We had 11 events yesterday. We had 11 more today. You know, not a math major, but I believe that is 22 events. We have made it all the way to the end. A very sad moment here, but that's okay. We're going to enjoy these last two events. We're going to have fun with it, of course. We're going to have two heats. First heat from the bottom to the top of your screen consists of Hun, Montclair Dominic Academy, Rutgers Prep, Pennington, Mo Baird, Oak Knoll, and St. Benedict's. I believe this is the first time we've seen Benedict's in the pool today. They were a staple at the men's yesterday, but I believe this is the first time we've seen the Gray Bees in the girls. So the 400 is another long race. So we shall see who can pace themselves respectively. Early lead in lane 4 for Pennington. Nice flip turn there from Riley Edge, the junior from Pennington. She sets the tone for them, the first swimmer in the pool. Each person in these relays has a very distinctive role. If you're at the end, that's probably the most important because it's an opportunity to make up some ground, but the Pennington first swimmer, as I mentioned, Riley Edge, a really good victory. So she ran her 100 in 50, that last 50 at least was 29:40, about 3 seconds ahead of our second place as it stands, who ran it in a 32:27, which was Rutgers Prep. And Pennington looks to build on this lead with Maria Garcia Rodriguez. Lane 2 at the bottom of your screen, though, is having quite a nice leg. It's Carolyn Rozicki. Mount St. Dominic's swimmer. Pennington and St. Dominic's 1 and 2 here. About into the pool at the exact same time. What a leg by Carolyn Rozicki. Her team was in a hole when she entered the pool, and this race is just about tied, and now her team has the lead as the first to touch it here on turn number 9 is the third swimmer from St. Dominic's, Caitlin Taglier-Renee. Pennington falling a little bit behind now, but definitely still in it. 1 and 2 is St. Dominic's and Pennington. You see the Hun swimmer at the bottom about even with Taglier-Renee, but they're a whole length behind. The seed time was a, 4:52.44 from St. Dominic's. Our last swimmer's in the pool, and this is just when you go, go, go. Madison Gosecki for St. Dominic's, and for Pennington, really the only school that looks like can possibly catch them, Ava Burns. St. Dominic's, a dominant race. Speaking of Dominic's, shout out to my good buddy Dom. So, I don't know if he could swim quite like this. This is quite a display we've seen from St. Dominic's. All 4 swimmers. Riley Kopp was a little bit overmatched by Riley Edge from Pennington just to start, but ever since that first leg, it's been all Dominic's here. It's been a dominant performance from Dominic's. Reaches out, and the first place finish does in fact go to MSDA, Mount St. Dominic Academy. Second goes to Pennington, who had the early lead, as I mentioned, but really was overtaken once the second swimmer got in the pool and never really looked back. Rounding out the podium in lane 3, Rutgers Prep. 1, 2, 3, St. Dominic's, Pennington, and Rutgers Prep as we wait for everyone else to finish. A couple more swimmers still to go. 4th place is in Oak Knoll with a time of 4:30.08. Getting the 4th place finish. Over 30 seconds behind St. Dominic's, so like I said, a really dominant performance from the group from St. Dominic's. That's a look at our new teams that will be swimming in our final heat of the day. Our final heat of the prep championships in general, boys or girls. 400-yard freestyle relay, each swimmer swimming a 100. And this is an all-out sprint, folks. This is swim as fast as you can and don't look back. From the bottom to the top, Montclair Kimberly Academy, Blair, Kent Place, Pingree, Mount St. Mary's, Newark, Lawrenceville, and Academy of St. Elizabeth. An early start in lane 2 for Blair, Riley Basinski. Lane 5, though, a great last 25 from Megan Dwyer. Puts them right in contention with Blair. Lanes 2 and 5 here. As we enter turn number 3, look to be 1 and 2. Again, that's Blair and Mount St. Mary's. Blair still ahead here. New swimmer in the pool for Blair. Blair and Mount St. Mary's. 1 and 2. Mount St. Mary's looks to have overtaken it just a little bit. And you guessed it, that's Catherine Ritter, who, if I had to give an MVP to this girls' tournament right now, it would be most definitely Catherine Ritter. All she's done is win 2 individual races and have put her team well ahead in this relay. When she got into the pool, both her and the Blair third swimmer, Allie Wolf, were basically even. Ritter now has just opened up a massive lead. It's quite a display in the pool from Catherine Ritter. And now it's just a race for second place. Our next swimmer is in the pool for Mount St. Mary's. And they are all alone in first place now. Really impressive legs from both Kayla Marion and Catherine Ritter from Mount St. Mary's. As we head into our final swimmer who's going to be joining them, Danny Carter. Ritter, again, I would say MVP. Look at her go. A dominant leg. And that is our final swimmer for Mount St. Mary's, looking to close it out. Danny Carter. Behind her, it's just a race for second place because it's been all Mount St. Mary's after that first leg. Again, leg 3, super dominant by Ritter, as well as leg 2. Got to give major props to the freshman Kayla Marion. She ran an amazing leg 2. And here we go. Our final turn. You see all her teammates cheering her on. Go, go, go to the finish line. This is it for Danny Carter, the Mount St. Mary's anchor. See her reaching out and touching, and a 3:35.46. We take a look at the records real quick. Just off both the pool and the meet record, but a awesome, awesome race. Third place is gonna go to Pingree. Second place, all the way at the top of your screen, Lawrenceville. So 1, 2, 3, Mount St. Mary's, Lawrenceville, Pingree. And again, more points are awarded in these meets in the relay races as opposed to just the individual races. So huge of Mount St. Mary's to win this. Look at all the rest of the times here in our final race. It's been a pretty cool 2 days here at the Lawrenceville School. The rest of the times behind them, Lawrenceville and Pingree rounding out the podium, as I mentioned. our final race medal presentation. Shout out to Noel handing out the medals the last 2 days. Third place goes to the gals from Pingree. All huddled together on that diving board, diving platform. If you were watching yesterday, some of the guys groups just, they all fit up there, but even, it's very impressive that they get that many people on such a small surface. Second place, of course, is the Lawrenceville, and then our first place team, Mount St. Mary's. Megan Dwyer, Kayla Marion, Catherine Ritter, Danny Carter. Marion had an amazing second leg. Ritter had an awesome third leg. Probably the MVP of today, Catherine Ritter. But all in all, just a great day of swimming here at Lawrenceville. We're going to take a short break, and I believe we're going to have the final winner presentation coming up in just a couple moments. So we'll be right back with that when it comes. Welcome back, everybody, to coverage of the Prep Championships here on Play by Play Productions. Our winners being announced right now. This was for our first division. Here comes the second one. So Newark Academy right there. Great day of swimming from them. And Pingree being announced now as our winners, I believe, today in the Girls Prep Championships. More awards to go around. There is Pingree getting their trophy. They had two winners in our second to last race, the 100 breaststroke, and then finished first and second. An individual award and a team award for Pingree right there. A great day of swimming and a great 2 days here. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on Play by Play Productions. And a big shout out and thank you to everyone involved with the production these past 2 days. Of course, the big man, Big S himself, Simon Rossenwasser. Our good buddy, Jake Gallagher, manning the camera the last 2 days. Ralph Benarchik. And for myself, Dave Palumbo, signing off here from the Girls Prep Championships on Play by Play Productions. Have a good day, everyone.